your sleep. Eating in your sleep.
I am Coach Cameron, and I see a whole army of little soccer warriors here in defiance of out-of-control coaches and parents. You've come to fight as free players, and free players you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight?
No. Not against them. They're too scary. They scream at me repeatedly, and if I don't comply, they will take me out of the game. And I'll be embarrassed and ashamed. So will I fight? No. There's too many. I can't fight. I don't want to be subbed off. I want to play. So I'll do what they say.
Aye. Fight, and you may be subbed. comply, and you'll stay on the field. At least for a while. And retired many years from now. Would you be willing to trade all the games from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell the parents and coaches, shut up and no more, this is our game, not yours, and to tell them that they may take our game, but they'll never take our freedom.
Episode 692, back in the Cameron podcast room once again. But I have my whole family here. Everyone's here. We had 6 dinner plates. It was amazing. But Rapinoe is threatening lawsuit against Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson over the letter X, but not V. That's all I want to know about. Anyways, Cody's with us.
How dare you?
Yeah. Dakota's back. How you been, Cody?
I've been good.
And you have the Mike Panleone bobblehead. So that's Mike Panleone bobblehead. I worked hard to get that. And thank you, Coach Chris Cigar, for hooking me up. Now, the ones I don't know, Mike Panleone has won 7 national titles and has elevated my game to a completely different level. And I'm thankful for this guy. And now he's no more. On to my next bobblehead. Cody, how long are you with us?
Just till Thursday.
Oh, the sad tears everywhere.
It's longer than it's been in a while, though.
Has it?
I don't remember the last time I stayed for
Christmas.
longer than a week.
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So not that long ago.
Well, welcome. And
Thank you.
Jet is working hard. How's it going, Jet? Say hello. Hello. Who's this? This guy. This is not a bobblehead, but it's a sword.
He's a war knight.
He's a what?
War knight.
A war knight. Okay, we got war knight. We got Mike Panleone, bobblehead, and El Rojo is with us once again.
El Rojo.
El Rojo's the only one getting what he needs as far as a cool intro. Yeah. So, Jack, you tied 3-3 today.
Yeah, we should have won.
I don't know about that, but you got 2 PKs, right?
Yes.
Congratulations on having a very, very good officiating crew. We'll leave it at that.
Did you score?
No.
Oh.
Jack's having a hard time.
I'm playing a wrong position.
You're playing a position, doesn't matter. But today we're going to cover 5 ways how to manipulate the officials to get all the calls like Tuzos did with 2 penalty kicks. Viva El Tuzos! What?
Those were good calls.
No.
Yes, they were.
The first one maybe.
Good
But usually the officials don't call it. Very gutsy of those officials to make those calls. They're up 2-0, lost the lead 3-2 at half, and then somehow tied it at the very end on a phantom PK, but we'll take it. It's always good to have those calls. Another embezzlement soccer story, and of course we're going to cover the Dwayne Johnson, Megan Rapinoe fight of the century. Who can win that fight, Megan Rapinoe or The Rock? Comment, let us know. Will it be the skinny white girl or the steroid abuser, The Rock Johnson? I think The Rock's going to win. So easily. So there's been a basketball player on TikTok everywhere doing this like tricky place, like hiding on the baseline. And then he steals the ball from behind. Show that video, Jack.
Into the paint.
Yeah. So
Untouched was Graham.
Well, it was a breakdown defensively. DD was on the baseline trying to figure out, and this is what Alvarado does. He does this like once a week. He hides out in the corner.
That's big time.
And then lets the ball come in, and then he runs around guys. You can go and see.
He does it all the time.
All
right, get off that. Yeah, but soccer players do that too. I found video, same play, but on the soccer field.
Homage your case vomit, ungrateful niggas I don't like.
I didn't check the music. Shoot. Dang it. My bad.
Yeah, we'll just move on from there. But soccer players do it too. We're all sneaky in a lot of ways. From the Best Mix 1055, woman accused of embezzling from soccer club. A Fremont woman facing accusations of embezzling money from a youth soccer club in Dodge County Court this week. The Fremont Police Department initiated an investigation into Anna Stone, who's 45, on October of 2021. After conversations with the representatives of Fremont Soccer Club, investigators requested bank records and copy of canceled checks, and they found out she took a lot of registration. When she got the cash registration, she didn't deposit that. She kept it, and they're going to nail her for around $24,000 in fines and 25 months in jail. That's sad. Anyways, she's Gandhi, and it's unfortunate, but it happens all the time. Check all those people that like to volunteer. Oh, I'll volunteer to be secretary. I'll count the money. I'll do all those things. Right, Jet? Yep. Jet. Yeah, Jet's right there. What's up, Jet? What are you doing?
What are you
Pooping.
doing?
Okay. All right. Each week, we try to provide some valuable information regarding the soccer rules, and we have some great videos for you to discuss in this segment of Learn Your Rules.
You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep. Learn your rules. You better learn your rules.
We captured some videos that we believe are deserving of a red card every time. Let's go through these. Let's play the first one, football tackle.
NBA. Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dressing gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field!
Comment, let us know. Was that diabolical? What do you think, Cody?
Yes, it was.
I don't even know what diabolical is, but
Even
it seemed
this-
diabolical.
Yeah, even the speaker was like, get him off the field right away.
I
Just
think that was a
yelling it.
mashup from TikTok,
Oh.
but it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's
What do you
crazy.
think, Jack? Was a good tackle?
Yes.
Okay, just yes. Well, that's deserving of a red card. Here's another one playing tackle from the wrong guy.
You know this, 'cause you know this, in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night.
Yeah, score that when they take out those other players. Now, if you violently tackle into your teammate and take him out, cleats up, do you get a red card?
Yes, you should.
Even if you don't mean it? What if you don't mean to punch someone?
How can you not mean to punch someone?
Well,
It's like physically impossible. You'd have to do it on purpose.
yeah, I agree. Possibly. So if you punch somebody, stop. If you punch somebody in the head, that's a red card. But if you punch your teammate in the head, that's a red card too. So if you accidentally elbow someone in the face and take off their two front teeth, like this,
Yeah.
if you take that out, if you punish them that way, it should still be a red card, yeah? Even if it inadvertent?
No.
No?
It's like 4.
No, I don't think so. Because you wouldn't want your team, the whole team, to like end up losing because of something bad that happened to you. I would want us to be able to keep all our players.
Yeah, maybe.
Still. Even if a player on my team punched me in the face, I wouldn't want us to lose. I'd maybe want them switched out, but like
if you get in a fight with your teammates, I'm pretty sure you get carded.
Well, that's on purpose. Yeah, it is a rule. So if you punch your teammate, you're red carded. And that's
I
guaranteed.
thought you said accidentally.
Well, yeah, accidentally, that's a different thing. I don't know. But comment, let us know, what do you think? If you accidentally punch someone in the face or accidentally 2-foot tackle your teammate, is it a red card? Yellow? Do you get a yellow card? What do you think? Comment, let us know. Let us know the rules as we move on to the next topic of play the PK.
Wow.
Red card?
No.
No.
I gotta eat.
Play it again. Jet didn't see it. Play it again. Hello. That was awesome.
Look at the
What-
dude raising his hands.
Getting his
Jet, red card?
stomach.
Red card?
I'd say red card.
Red card.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a red card too. That was pretty violent. What do you think? Comment. Let us know. Was that a
must
red
have
card, yellow
hurt.
card, all ball? What is it? I don't know. I do know. That's definitely a red card. But that's a short segment of Learn Your Rules.
You better learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your sleep.
Almost. From ESPN. No, stay put. We're almost done. U.S. Women's National Team and the U.S. Soccer CBA negotiations that continue past March 31st deadline. The U.S. Women's National Team and U.S. Soccer remained locked in negotiations even as the team's current collective bargaining agreement is set to expire on Thursday, which that's passed. Both sides announced Wednesday negotiations will have been held in Chicago and Washington, D.C., will continue through April. The discussions, which have included equalizing FIFA World Cup prize money and first ever framework for revenue sharing as part of each respective labor agreement, are complex and require significant due diligence from all parties. A statement from U.S. Soccer said, nevertheless, we feel we are closer to reaching agreements on these issues more so than ever before. Hey, I have the goal that the U.S. Women's National Team led in?
I don't think so.
Oh, shoot. Look behind it. So as we talk about, well, don't delete everything. Just minimize to the left.
Oh.
Minimize that. I think there's a video.
Oh, yeah.
There is. Okay, I didn't put that in. Now, check. This is a game against a team I can't pronounce, but throw it in.
7-0 scoreline here. U.S. favor. Near post. And there's the goal. First one in 2 years given up by the U.S. on home soil. Given to Norboiva.
What about it?
What's the name of that country?
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, Uzbekistan. I never heard of them.
Uzbekistan.
But they scored a goal on us. First time we got scored on in a couple of years. But equal pay? We need to be doing that?
Can you answer Rick's question?
Uzbekistan or whatever it is. I would know the wording, but I didn't put it in our show. I totally forgot. But we won 8-1.
Oh, jeez.
8-1. They're playing teams that, I mean, you're not, in the men's side, you don't score 8 goals in FIFA World Cup qualifying matches. I mean, that's just insanity. But, we need to pay them more because their competition's legit. Does that matter? Strength of schedule? No. I don't know. What do you think, Jack? He doesn't know.
I don't know.
All right, good. All right, let's get on to 5 ways how to manipulate the officials before we talk about Dwayne Johnson and company. There's 5 ways how to manipulate the officials to get all the calls that you need, like Jack got 2 penalty kicks in his state cup game.
Okay, they weren't that bad of calls, but okay.
You got a lot of good calls.
We did.
Yeah, congratulations. That was awesome. But I don't know how you got those calls, but maybe they did some of these, starting with number 1, Cody.
Know their names and introduce as such.
Yeah, be like, know the referee's name. So if it's Mike Passatore, who we have on the show quite often, be like, hey, Mike, how you doing? We're going to have a good game today, right? Yeah, how's your family doing and all that? You be friendly because he'll remember that. And then he'll give you the calls. Do you do that? Do you comment? Let us know. Do you manipulate the officials by being nice? Which you should be nice anyways, right, Jet?
Mm-hmm. Always be nice.
Yeah, always be nice. Don't be like this guy.
He's nice. He protected. Remember in the Bible talking about how the knights give away their lives by letting the warriors that were bad come kill them. They didn't fight back.
They didn't fight back?
Yeah.
Yeah, they buried their weapons, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That was
very random.
What is that, the Nephites?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Nephites.
Yeah, Nephites. They defend themselves by burying their weapons. But I don't recommend doing that. I recommend getting your own gun and go get some training at Shooter's World. Yeah. Anyways, number 2, Jack.
Stay quiet and calm, followed by an absolute crazy outburst.
Yeah, so stay calm during the whole game and be very careful. And then when you see a call that you must have, you just be like, that's a foul! That's what you need to do. You know who does that? David Cosgroves at Pima Community College. He's just relaxed, and then he'll just scream like that. Like a crazy man. to manipulate the call. It's annoying.
Like this?
Yep, that's David Cosgrove all day, screaming like a crazy man, gets all
Jack,
red.
You should put on super really loud.
But he's a good coach, except he likes to scream obscenities at the officials with his vigor. Anyways, number 3, Cody.
Get your parents and players a screen at the same time to inspire a call.
I've done that. So you tell your teammate and be like, hey, just pay attention. When there's a foul in the box or a prospective foul where we dive or whatever, we all scream. I scream. You scream. We all scream to get the call because it can manipulate a human. It's very important. Number 4, Jack.
Arrive early to the game and make sure you are coaching right behind the AR.
Yes. A huge advantage is putting your bench with all your players and your coaches right behind the AR. Especially when they have the teams on the same side. Someone gets that side. Get there early, get behind. What's going on? You're done? You're going to the bathroom. Just taking a bathroom break. You should have mic'd him up. We had extra mics. We can hear him urinate. All right. So Jet's urinating, and we're going to talk about how you should get there early. Are you a coach or a parent or team manager or someone that gets there early and sets up your like camera and all that stuff and put it on the side you prefer, like your game against Barca? The Barca coach came in early and set up his camera and everything, and then, of course, according to the rules, you got to be the home team gets the west side. Hey, Jet's back with us. Hey, how you doing?
Dude, did you? Okay.
Welcome back to the show, Jet. How was it?
Amazing.
Did you wash your hands?
That was very quick. Oh my.
All right, we'll wash after. He's honest, people. He's honest. But so they set up, but according to the rules, you stick to the rules that you have to be on the east side for the away team. The home team's on the west. And, of course, our coach lets them know, and he threw a fit. How dare you do that?
Team, you idiot.
Yeah. So,
What are we doing?
yeah, what are we doing? No, that's good. Well, that moves us on to wait, one more thing. So, Jack, we went to the Rising game.
Oh yeah.
And they played Valley FC, right? Mm-hmm. And the Valley coaching staff and players were right behind the AR, and they are just badgering the AR nonstop and trying to manipulate the calls. It might not work at that level, but it definitely works at the youth level. So if you're one of those people like manipulate officials, especially a 14-year-old child from the sideline, you are a loser. You are someone that I don't want to be around. If you want to manipulate the calls, so your son or daughter that's 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, well, it doesn't matter the age, but you see it, want to manipulate the AR, who's 12 years old doing their first game, and you want to like, hey, that's a foul, and kind of force that poor kid to lift their flag up. You are a pathetic loser. Horrible you are. How dare you do those things? That's disgusting.
How dare you?
I don't want to ever be near people like that because you're disgusting. You're a problem. All right, number 5, Cody.
Feedback directly after the game.
Ooh, so there's two things about feedback behind after the game. So if you get all the calls, you go to the referee and say, hey, great job. Even though, like, Jack, did you shake the officials' hands today?
No.
Why? You got all the calls. You got 2 PKs. Blew it.
We
So
left early.
No, you should have went. You should have hugged those officials. Said, "Awesome job." Now, if you don't get the calls, there's a whole different way of handling this. If you don't get the calls, you hide, kind of like the basketball player hide, on the baseline to sneak by their car, and then when they're about to stick their key, get in their car or whatever, you're like, "Hey, those were horrible calls," and you like lift your fist and be like, "Ugh," and scare them so you get the calls next time. What do you think? Comment. Let us know. Is that something you want to do? Will that be a good thing to do, to abuse the officials in the parking lot? That's how I got my job at PC. Did you know that?
Nope.
So I interviewed for Phoenix College 2 times, final candidate. First time I lost to some Brazilian, which is always good to hire a Brazilian, so I wasn't too upset about that. But I'm an alumni, All-American, hold all the scoring records at PC for like 20 plus years. And I'm a Division I athlete. I committed to PC, played 2 years, put him on the national map, and I became a final candidate. And they said, "No, you suck." And I'm like, "Okay." And then that coach that beat me left, and it came up again. I'm like, "I want that job." So I became a final candidate. And you're not going to believe this. So my friend Donnie Deutsch becomes a final candidate with me, and he is from Yavapai. He's a Yavapai alumni. Recruited by this man. I was recruited by this man, but I said no. I committed to a horrible program of Phoenix College because they won, I think, 3 games in the first 3 years of its existence, and I came to save the day, put them on the national map, and they gave it to the Yavapai alumni. What were you thinking, Phoenix College? So I became Donnie Deutsch's assistant coach, which I love Donnie Deutsch, by the way. We actually talked to each other before they made the decision, and he said, hey, you're probably going to get the job because I'm an alumni. You think I would get it? I'll be your assistant. I'm like, I'm not going to get it. This AD at the time doesn't like me. Don't blame him. I'm kind of crazy. Can I be your assistant? He goes, yeah. So at least we're both coaching in college. He gets a job. I become his assistant for 2 years, and then he goes in the parking lot after a referee threatened him in the parking lot, and he got let go for doing that. And he probably deserved it. I think it was Mark Passatore, who's been on our show. I got to ask him exactly what happened, but they let him go because he went after the official for not making good calls and stuff. And that's how I got the job by default. I haven't left.
I didn't know that.
I love that.
Welcome to the Honest Show. That's what happened. I need to have Donnie Deutsch on and talk about exactly what happened. I love Donnie. Donnie's an amazing human being. He's hilarious. And a man. Like, fist fights everywhere. Like, man.
He's a manly man.
Yeah, he's a man. From, that ends the
Podcast?
5 ways to manipulate a referee. From the soccerwire.com, ready to be confused? I'm ready to be confused. You can be confused by this. The U.S. Youth Soccer Atlantic Conference, managed by EDP Soccer, will introduce a new competitive format for the 2022-23 year. It will feature an innovative blend of, listen to this, club versus club and, team versus team competition. So the format will be based on creating divisions in which clubs can register to compete in club versus club component, and individual teams can register to compete in team versus team component, all within one standings table. All the teams in the club versus club component and all the teams in the team versus team component will play each other over the course of soccer year in a South Atlantic Conference division, because MLS Next is not enough. Because MLS Next is like club versus club, I think, and they're trying to sneak in there and play them with the team versus team component. I don't know.
Wait, what is the difference between club versus team? Like, what is?
I don't know. I think club's bigger. So I'm guessing. So because U.S. soccer is all about segregation, keeping people away from each other. It's not about integration. It's about segregation. That's what U.S. soccer is. A very racist entity. They like segregating everything. So if you're part of this club and you have these certain things, you can be part of these things. And that's a club environment. But if your club sucks and you don't have like the nice fields that the clubs that do, and your club doesn't have the nice facilities or the A-licensed coaches all over the place to meet those minimum requirements, are you out?
Yeah.
All right, everyone say bye to Jet.
Bye.
Bye, Jet. See ya. Thanks for coming.
I have to take a shower before.
Close the door right.
All right. Later, buddy. So that's Jet. He's gone. So if your club is not worthy, maybe your team is. And your team, you can't play club versus club, but you can take your team and play another team in a different format that's not part of like MLS Next or EA or DA or whatever acronym they're throwing at you. You can just play and you get in some standings that are like, wow, inclusiveness. Yay. So that's kind of what it is. It doesn't make sense, but let's hear a quote from Bo Eske, who's an executive director of this garbage. He says, FC Frederick is excited to help launch the nation's first hybrid club versus club plus team versus team youth soccer league. This is remarkable innovation combined with the unique benefits of both competition formats with the USYS National Championships pathways. There's 2 pathways now. Special thanks to U.S. Soccer, Maryland State, Youth Soccer Association, Virginia Youth Soccer. All these associations like just say, hey, we're innovative. All right, so why can't we just make things simplistic? Just have it like it used to be back when I was growing up. We played in a league. Everyone played in the same league, and we had the first flight all the way to the 10th flight, sometimes beyond that. If you won your division, you moved up. If you were on the bottom of your division, you moved down. That's called promotion and relegation system. So either you're promoted or you're relegated. And that seems very simplistic. And then everyone played in a state cup, and you had one state champion. And then you went and represented your state and competed in the region championships, where there's 4 regions throughout the country, and you have one region champion, and they would move on to nationals. And there would only be 4 participants for representing each region, and then you have a national championship. Then if you want to integrate the clubs, you had ODP, where the best players used to be go to ODP, and these are the best players, and then they would compete. That is the pathway, but no, it's the pay to play. It's the money. That's what's causing the problem. Like, oh, well, if I do this, if I create this acronym before I do this, or I create this concept and sound inclusive and get purple hair and be like Megan Rapinoe, you get more money, which we're going to talk about Megan Rapinoe right now. So, from TMZ, Megan Rapinoe threatens Dwayne Johnson, XFL, over trademark flap. Megan Rapinoe is threatening to lay the smackdown on The Rock in court. Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, is relaunching the XFL, and earlier this week, the Football League released a new Together campaign, promising that it reveals a bold brand identity, signaling a new vision. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just
You freaked out.
There's no Megan Rapinoe part.
Well, there is.
I don't see it.
Well, it's in there somewhere. Don't worry about it. So, however, Rapinoe, a star of the U.S. women's national team, says this inclusivity campaign, there's that word again. Everyone wants to use inclusive. If you use inclusive, you're not a racist. You're not. You're a good person if you use that word, because that's just what you are. You're a robot. That's what they tell me to say. Inclusive. Inclusive. We're inclusive. We are inclusive. Are you inclusive? I'm inclusive. How about you, Jack? Are you inclusive? Are we inclusive? We're all inclusive. There's a lot of diversity in my inclusiveness. Anyways, so this is what happened. So the inclusivity campaign violates her exclusive intellectual property rights of a company co-founded by her wife, WNBA player Sue Bird. The logo that Johnson posted looks almost identical to that of Together with an X. So let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. All right, so the XFL is on the left-hand side of your screen. So that X is somehow matching the X that's in the Together that Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe put together. So comment, let us know, are those X's the same? Are they so similar? Should Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and all the people behind XFL be sued horribly or change the logo? Because you can't use their X. I mean, you know, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think? Look at the X. Put it back on, Jack. All right. See the X? How it's similar because they're separated. So that's straight lined. That one, stare at it, Jack. What do you see? It looks like the X that Rapinoe, Sue Bird's company put together. It looks like 2 people sitting on you. Doesn't it?
I don't know how you see that.
Well, they're sitting on you. The big X.
Why is it so that X is supposed to be for together? It's
So,
not even together. It's separate.
It's spelled like this on your show notes. Together. Yeah. It's Together. TogethXR. That's how they're being creative.
I know. It's just funny. If it's supposed to be like the brand is called Together, then why isn't the X together?
All right, get that off, Jack. I don't know.
Thinking.
Oh, that's a good point. Dakota brings up. You're saying together, but you make the X separate, because you're trying to be unique with their logo. Maybe they heard that the XFL was making an X with this little bit of separation. They created separation so they could throw a fit like Megan likes to do. Megan wants, and Sue, her wife, they want to do things that are so together by attacking people with their togetherness. Yeah. So let's take a look at some violent tackles with this latest installment of All Ball. All right. So we're going to look at some nasty tackles because we deserve it. So this is what I think about Megan Rapinoe. Did Megan Rapinoe attack us yet?
No, that's why I was trying to tell you.
Well, she should attack us.
Oh, she should.
Yeah, 'cause we just talked about her. Get away, Megan. Get away. No one likes you. Every week, live on the Coach Cameron podcast, you get to see me smash Megan Rapinoe with double hand slap. So let's take a look at this nightmare tackle. Oh my word. Good night, son. Good night. That was nasty. Yeah, let's show that again. That was awesome. Here we go. And I'm going to break you. Oh, ball. Play on. That was nasty. What do you think? Hey, before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast and hit the notification bell so you know when we're live, which is every Sunday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We love to have you on the show. Grow the show. Be part of it. Comment. Help our analytics grow. As we get comments, are you putting them on, Jack?
Yeah.
You're awesome. You're amazing IT, dude. Gracias. Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at another tackle by the youth. That's a great tackle. Show that again. That was a beautiful tackle. What do you think? Comment. Left-footed, too. Ooh, that was a tackle. If that was your son that just got a concussion, would you feel bad?
No.
I would be like, dang, son, you mean more technical. I don't know. The kid that bashed his head against the ground. Should have called a timeout. All right, let's play the worst tackle ever.
Be the next best thing, but not quite me. I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
Hello. That reminds me. Well, he was thinking you're not scoring. I think he hooked up with his girlfriend, and that was called payback.
Actually?
Yeah, he deserved that. I don't know.
I think he did.
I don't know, but that was nasty. Play it again. That was awesome.
Be the next best thing, but not quite me. I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
Oh, that was awesome. You should have the camera on Cody, who's freaking out over here.
He should be suspended.
Hey, show it again, and then leave the camera there and see how Cody deals.
Try add her with
I was just like,
yeah.
Be the next best thing, but not quite me. I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys.
Well, you didn't show the.
Well, because it was her reaction.
All right. Well, let's. That was the worst one of all time. So that concludes this segment of All Ball. Well, you can find us on iHeartRadio, Google Play, or iTunes, wherever else podcasts are found, or follow us on CoachCameron.com. But if you go to CoachCameron.com, it'll come up like a virus. There's no viruses on there, but it'll come up like, there's a virus. It can't be on your computer. It's okay. Doesn't work at my work. I'm trying to get that fixed, but I'm hoping my brother Craig, who's apparently into computers, he can fix that for me. It's going to cost me a lot of money, I think, too. Google banned me. I'm banned everywhere. Yeah, but you can find direct access on this on YouTube every Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, except last Sunday we forgot to come on. And Cody, we love you. We're so glad you came on. We miss you so much. Love's everywhere. And Jet almost made it all the way through. And Ryan's cats are very, very sick, so please keep your thoughts and prayers with Ryan and her cats that are sick. So anyways, and El Rojo has State Cup this next week, or
next Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday? So this Wednesday coming up?
No, next.
The following Wednesday. Oh, so you just get to train this week. All right, cool. Well, that concludes this podcast. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe to our podcast, and hit the notification bell, as always. And always comment on this show to help us grow, because we would like to grow, because we all need to grow.
Like a plant.
Yeah, like a plant. All right, peace out. Thank you.